What's the law?
What's your name?
What's the law?
What's your
What's
name?
the law?
What's your name? How old are you?
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Is that illegal? Is it a crime? Is that a lawful stop because I drove with my window down?
I gave you the reason for the stop. Who am I speaking with?
The driver of this car.
They won't identify. They come up here like a tyrant. The walk of shame. The walk of shame. That's what you're doing right now. A tyrant walk of shame.
Welcome to We the Auditors 2.0, where transparency meets accountability. From bold confrontations and public freakouts to intense police interactions and audits that test the limits of authority.
Stop harassing me for a First Amendment protected activity.
Here you will see groundbreaking moments in citizen journalism, documenting crime, exposing police activity, and defending your right to a free press.
You have no authority over me, okay?
Actually, I do.
I'm in a public building.
We're bringing you the very best in First Amendment audit content, capturing auditor wins, some auditor fails, body cam footage, cops' own moments, and the infamous walk of shame.
Let's move on to our next auditor. Be sure to like and subscribe for more.
Can I talk to you over here? Can we just talk over here?
What's wrong with talking to me here?
I just want to talk to you in front of my car where we're not in front of the entrance and we can just have a little peaceful conversation. That's all I want. All right, go ahead and walk.
I prefer you in front of me.
No, I'm not going to walk in front of you, sir. That's officer safety reasons. We can walk that way. Walk towards my car.
He's making me walk backwards, guys.
Sir, I'm not making you walk backwards. You're walking backwards yourself.
Well, I gotta keep you on camera, so
okay. You can keep me on camera. I just want to talk to you. That's all I want to do.
I don't appreciate being on the camera without my permission. That's against the
How far am I being detained?
No, we're gonna.
Am I being detained?
Sir, you're being detained right now just for trying to figure out what's going on here. That's all I'm trying to do. Is we got called? There's a verbal disturbance here.
Can you back up just a little bit?
No,
6
sir.
feet?
We're gonna walk back here.
6 feet, please.
We're gonna walk back in front of my car. In front of my car.
So I'm being detained.
You are being detained, yes, sir.
For what crime?
There is a verbal disturbance here. That's all I need to investigate. All right.
Verbal disturbance?
Yes, sir. I need your driver's license or an ID card.
What's going to happen to me if I don't give you my documents?
I have to know who you are so I can trespass you if required. So that's all I need to know.
Verbal disturbance is a crime.
Sir.
So I'm being accused of a crime.
You are not being accused of a crime. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Why am I being detained?
Because there was a verbal disturbance. All right, we're not going to go down this route.
Verbal disturbance.
We're not going to go down this route. All right,
who's the
we're
victim?
just going to have a conversation.
What route are we not going to go down?
Gosh, sir, can you just listen
to
me?
Are you becoming frustrated?
Are you becoming frustrated?
No, sir. I just want to know my rights.
Do you really want to go down this route? That's what I'm trying to find.
I would just like to know what my rights are in this situation.
Just like all your rights everywhere else. You're in America. You have all your rights.
You have a name and badge number?
It's right here. My name's right there.
Your name is right here?
Right there. It's on. You can put it on camera. I don't care, sir. I need to know
his camera. Is your camera activated right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, make sure it's on.
It's been on this entire time.
It's covering your name.
You can have my card. I do not care, sir. I need to import.
Say again?
Yes, sir.
Filming from a public vantage point is protected by the First Amendment as long as you are not obstructing. This channel exists to document how officials respond to that right. My analysis transforms the raw footage so viewers understand the law and can compare good versus bad police practice.
Import. All right? I just need to know who you are so that I can figure all this out. Then we can go about our merry way. That's all I need to figure out.
Okay, who has complained against me?
Multiple people, along with the post office. So
do you have their names?
I don't, because I'm not sitting in front of my computer. I need to know your name. What is your name?
Why do you need to know my name?
So if I have to trespass you, I need to know who I'm trespassing. It's kind of hard to trespass an unknown person, isn't it?
So I'm being detained right now.
Who are you?
I'm being detained right now for filming. Because it's all on film. There was no verbal disturbance.
That's what I'm getting told. There was a verbal disturbance, citizen dispute. That is what I'm here for.
I've got it all on video. There was no verbal disturbance.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I don't know, because I've been talking to you since I got here, correct?
Okay,
correct?
Am I being accused of a crime?
Sir, I need to figure out what's going on. I need to identify who you are and who everybody else is involved in this whole thing.
I don't understand why you need to know who I am to decide whether there was a crime being committed.
Gosh. Sir, what's your name?
Can you just de-escalate a little bit?
I am de-escalating. I am not
riled up. It looks like you're getting very frustrated.
Well, tell me who you are.
Well, I don't want to give you up my Fourth Amendment rights. voluntarily.
You're not giving up your Fourth Amendment
Unless you're
rights.
going to threaten me with arrest, I'm not going to volunteer any information to you.
Sir, who are you?
Again, unless you threaten me with arrest, I'm not going to identify.
What is your name?
Again, what will happen to me if I do not give you my identity?
If there's a crime, then I'm going to charge you with multiple crimes.
If there's a crime?
If there was a crime that was committed, or if you're trespassing, or anything like that, then I'm going to charge you with obstruction.
Okay. Well, until you tell...
And delaying and interfering with my investigation. That is what I'm going to charge you with. It's just like if you were driving down the roadway and you do not provide a driver's license or ID card to prove who you are.
Can we get a supervisor here, please?
I have 2 other deputies here.
Okay.
I don't need a supervisor.
Talk to a supervisor.
Why do you need to talk to a supervisor?
Because I don't believe you know the law.
Okay.
You're not respecting my constitutional rights.
I am here to do a job, right? And I got called here lawfully and told that there was a citizen dispute and a verbal disturbance.
And I told you that I don't...
And I am not here to argue with you about the verbal disturbance. I need to know who's identified on what crimes and what stuff so I can investigate what's going on.
Okay, for the third time,
and then I
would like to talk to a supervisor, please. Please.
2334, 2336.
Kootenai County Sheriff, guys.
Can you come over to this location? What's your first name?
You can call me Good Citizen.
I'm not going to call you a good citizen. I want to talk to you like a human being. I want to know your name.
Sir
That way
is
I
fine.
can talk to you.
Sir is fine. 3 cars out here for a guy with a camera. 3 squad cars.
Since you're not going to give up your name or anything like that, you are delaying my investigation, just so you're aware. I just want you to be aware. That's all I want.
Well, I just want you to be aware that I'm not going to give you my ID unless you threaten to arrest me. I don't want to go to jail.
Why would I threaten to arrest you? I'm not going to threaten to arrest you. I'm just going to arrest you if I have a crime or something. You realize that, right? I'm not going to threaten to arrest you.
I want to give you my ID if you're going to arrest me. If it can stop me from being arrested, if giving you my ID stops me from going to jail, then I'm going to give you my ID.
Well, that'd be nice.
Okay, but if I don't have to give you my ID, I don't want to give you my ID.
What are you doing, man?
Filming.
Like what, this? That's not too pretty. It's kind of a snowy day.
Analytics. Filming. COVID-19.
You don't have anything better to do today?
You guys don't have to wear masks?
I'm like 6 feet away from you, right?
Well, he come right up on me. I asked him to step away. He wouldn't do it. He started getting very agitated.
I know the guy for years. He doesn't get agitated.
Well, I got it on film, bud.
Oh, man. I bet you do.
Yeah. What's your name and badge number? You want to identify?
Because this is a government-owned lobby normally open to the public, it's a designated public forum. Officials can impose only content-neutral, narrowly tailored rules. A blanket no cameras order is usually unconstitutional without a compelling safety or privacy rationale.
You're the public servant here. You're the one that's supposed to identify, not the public.
What is your purpose right now?
Well, right now I'm just standing up for my Fourth Amendment rights, and you don't seem to like that. It irritates you.
It doesn't irritate me.
Sure it does.
I love the Constitution.
You don't have a right to know who I am. If I haven't broken the law, you have no authority over me. You've illegally detained me now for about 10 minutes.
Okay. If you would like to leave, you can leave.
Well, you just told me I was detained.
Yeah, well, this crime
well,
was
occurring. Well, if I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
If you're going to leave, then...
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
We're not going to go back there.
Why are you standing in front of me? You just said I was free to leave.
There because I got to figure out what's going on back there. But if you're going to walk down the road, I don't care.
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. Okay. Am I detained? Am I detained?
Let me figure out what's
going on over here. See how he won't tell me whether I'm detained or not? This is a tyrant right here.
Okay,
He will not tell me whether I'm being detained.
If you want
because
to go
he's a
down
tyrant.
this, I am...
This is the Kootenai County Sheriff's Department, guys.
If you're going to walk away, then go ahead. But if you're not going to walk away, if you're going to stay here, then I need to figure out what they want to do if they want to trespass.
This is public property. You can ask me to leave, but you can't trust me from public property. Did you take an oath to the Constitution?
Okay. All right.
Oh man, it's cold. Hey man, all that I ask you do is just maybe not stick.
You can ask all you want, bud.
Try to keep your 6 feet from people.
What's your name and badge number?
But you can go stand there all you want in video.
Hey, what's your name and badge number?
All right.
What's your name and badge number?
We don't have badge.
That's all I know. That's all I need to know, sir. That's all it was.
They won't identify. They come up here like a tyrant. The walk of shame. The walk of shame. That's what you're doing right now. A tyrant walk of shame.
Have a good day, sir.
Don't ever come up on me like that again, or I will sue you.
Okay.
You hear me?
Okay.
I'm the public. You're the servant.
Okay. Have a good day.
Read
sir.
your Constitution.
I just want you to know. Have a good day.
Yeah, now it is. What if I didn't have the camera? $52, guys. Rolling out of here. Only one will identify. 57. That's 57. They wouldn't identify. Wouldn't wearing their mask. Dudes rolled up on me all hard. Rolled up on me all hard, man. Getting all irritated. Demanding my ID. Came an inch away from threatening me with arrest. They don't like freedom. You can see it.
Get that damn thing out of my face or I'll bust it up.
What you mean? Oi! That's a crime. That's a crime. Sir, why did you assault me? Sir, why did you assault me? So you know when the real crime happens, this is what you get. People hate freedom. They've been brainwashed to hate freedom. Look at this guy. He's a disgrace. You're a disgrace. You're a tyrant. Here it is, guys. K685. K8. Please do. Please do. Because they're going to take you to jail. You're a criminal. K685, guys. I was just assaulted. Out here exercising my First Amendment right, and this guy comes up here and assaults me. There he is. So then they told me I could go ahead and go backward to do what I was doing. And when I did, some guy come out of there and told me to stop filming him and grab my camera.
Is he still there currently?
No, but I got it on film, his license plate and everything like that. So do I go down to the sheriff's department to file a complaint?
Here's an ID refusal breakdown. In the US, you must provide ID only if 1, you're driving, or 2, you're in a state with a stop and identify statute, and police have reasonable, articulable suspicion you committed a crime. Terry v. Ohio. Merely filming in public doesn't cut it. Courts have tossed countless charges on this.
Okay, we can take care of you now, but we're gonna need the footage for video, or for evidence rather.
So you're gonna have to take take possession of the
camera?
Yeah. How are you gonna obtain the data?
Well, I'm hoping you're gonna tell me the truth and say.
Well, I can show it to you right here.
Great job there. And remember, links to the channel and full videos are in the description. If you're enjoying yourself, help support the channel by leaving a like. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any new audits.
Why you giving me the finger?
What?
What's your problem?
What?
Why you giving me the finger?
I'm walking away.
Huh?
Am I free to go?
Why you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No. Come
For
here.
what reason?
Why you giving me the finger?
I'm free to go. Am I free to go?
What's your problem?
Am I free to go?
No.
What, do you have a problem?
No.
Do you have a problem?
No.
You don't have a problem, then I can leave.
Why you giving me the finger when you're walking? Huh? Come here.
I'm free to go.
No, you're not.
What?
Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
Why?
Because.
Is that a lawful order?
Yeah.
For what reason?
Because you're giving me the finger.
That's legal.
No, it isn't.
Says who?
Says it all.
Pull up the law.
Huh?
Pull up the law.
What's your name?
What's the law?
What's your
What's
name?
the law?
What's your name? How
What's
old
the law?
are you?
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Please.
Fucking pig.
Whatever.
Fuck you.
What?
You heard me.
Come here. here.
I'm afraid of you.
Come here. Get over here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
Says me.
Says who?
Turn around. Come on.
Bro, that is not a fucking crime.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Why you cursing me?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
Help! Help!
No help.
Help! Help!
Yo,
Help!
Because you're acting strange.
What? That's not legal.
It is legal. He's allowed to
Who is
detain
this
you
kid?
until he performs his
So what am I
investigation.
doing though? What am I doing that made him detain me? What legal right?
Every time I rode by him twice, he shot me the finger. So I turned around and said, "Well, you're
Is that a crime?
No problem." Then he tells me
This
not a
is
crime.
causing public disturbance.
And then he
That's
tells
not,
me to
no, that's not a
F
crime.
off, big.
Yeah, fuck off, big. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. He's looking at you because he's like, what the fuck you want me to do? Because it's not a crime. I know my rights.
Who are you?
I don't have to say any of that.
You do if you're being detained.
What's that?
You do if you're being detained.
For what reason?
What
What
is your
legal
name?
reason am I being detained for?
Where are you coming from and where are you
What
going?
legal reason am I being detained for? I need to know that. Legally, I need to know that.
Why are you
Shooting me the finger.
Why are you
Is that illegal?
Why are
Cursing
you
at
flipping the bird? Yes, it is. It's causing a public disturbance and a public alarm if you are cursing
So
in
a
public.
single one.
So when you are cursing in public, you are causing a public disturbance. You're being a nuisance to the public.
In what way? When he was driving past? That's singular. Well, I'd like to see you guys prove it in court.
It's called causing a public disturbance.
I know the
by
law.
being a nuisance.
I know the law.
All right. So at that point, what he is doing is he's not saying you're being charged with anything. At that
I'm
point,
just
he is
figuring out
detaining
what's
you
wrong with you.
to make
What's
sure that
going
there
on?
is nothing
Make
wrong.
sure you're okay.
Make sure that you're okay.
What reason does he need to detain me?
He thought maybe he thought you were signaling him down. I'm not sure.
That I was doing what?
Were you signaling to him?
No,
Listen, I was
no,
just-
you knew very well that I wasn't signaling to you, right? I wasn't signaling
Well,
to you.
you bring attention to yourself. You're
That's not
acting-
signaling.
You're acting strange. I'm making sure you're okay.
Dude, that's so funny. Like, you're not here for my safety. You're not trying to protect
How
me.
do you know?
You're walking
You
on
may
the
be-
side of the road and you're cursing and you're flipping the bird.
Once at him. I gave him the finger once. That
you know
will
him?
not hold up.
Do you know him?
That will not hold
Why
up
are
in
you
a
giving
court
him
of
the
law.
finger?
That will not hold up in a court of
Why are
law.
you giving
I
him
know
the
my
finger?
rights.
Do you know him?
It's not your business.
Do you know him?
It's not your business. I
It is
plead
my
the fifth.
business.
I plead the fifth then. You guys make nothing out of
So,
something.
by you cursing and using vulgar gestures,
So what's the First Amendment for?
It's causing a public disturbance.
What's
and a
the
public
First
alarm.
Amendment for?
Watch body language, squared shoulders, chin up, weapon sight advanced. A calm, monotone voice, a non-threatening posture by the auditor diffuses what could become a contempt of cop arrest. Remember, you can politely assert rights and stay safe.
Okay. The First Amendment is for your freedom of speech. Okay.
Okay.
What does that have to do with?
Was I
using
making a call to
gestures?
action? Was I making a call to action? Was I? Was I like
When you were
threatening
acting,
you
what
in
are
any
you-
way?
what are you
Did I
talking
threaten
about?
you?
Do you understand
You know what
that
a call to action is?
Do you
It's
understand that
called
you're
encouragement.
acting?
Is that a call to action? Am I
you-
calling for an action to be done against you?
Do
No.
you understand
You're
that it
bringing
is?
attention to
Listen,
yourself to get
listen,
invested.
listen.
That's
illegal.
It's.
I wasn't running. I told you that I was free to go, and you all
I
of
said
a sudden.
stop, and you ran down here. That's
I wasn't running. I was walking.
Once he
So
gives an
let's-
order
let's
for you
be
to
honest here.
stop, you're supposed to stop.
I did stop when he originally said it, but I was asking, is it
And then he
illegal?
told me
Is it
to
a
F
lawful
off,
order?
and he took off.
Yeah, because I kept walking because you weren't pursuing at the first. You
All
only
right.
started pursuing because
So
I said
listen.
fuck you, pig. That's
Listen.
when you got a little upset.
Okay, so
You
listen.
got his panties in
so
the
listen,
pants.
we're here at this point now. Okay, you've brought the attention to yourself. You
Yep.
caused the public alarm.
Yup.
So now,
Well,
what
I'd like
we
to
are
see
doing-
you legally
so
hold
now
that
what we
in
are
court,
doing,
because-
I'm not charging you with anything, so I
Well,
don't
I
legally
would-
need to hold anything in court.
Well,
okay,
I
what
could-
I'm doing is
I
I'm
could always
trying to
bring
figure
this
out
up.
why you're walking on the side of the road, okay, and why you're continuing to signal to a police officer.
I wasn't signaling.
Okay.
See, now you changed the story.
So-
Now you're changing the story. Was I signaling or which one was it?
So what
'Cause now
were you
you're-
doing?
Well, I want to know from your perspective.
I
What was I
pulled up
doing?
onto the scene, so you tell me what you were doing.
To bring you attention to
I
yourself.
plead the fifth. You fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot, dude.
Okay.
How long have you been a cop, Tricks?
Longer than you.
Listen,
Longer than you, I'm not a cop, retard.
listen,
Longer than you've been alive.
You're fucking retarded,
Listen.
bro.
listen.
Yep.
What? Like what? I don't understand what the point of this is.
I'm walking. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
It's the Fourth Amendment to be allowed to walk without seizures or anything like that.
You
Which
sure?
is- yes.
Are you sure that's the Fourth Amendment?
That's the Fourth
You
Amendment.
sure that's what the Fourth Amendment is? You
You want
sure?
to bet money on it?
You sure that's what the Fourth Amendment? It gives you the right to walk without seizure.
What's going to be seized while you're walking?
My body, my person, idiot.
I'm seizing you? Did anybody
Yes,
Did I
yes,
check all your pockets?
you were about to.
Come on.
You were about to.
Listen.
He said I was going to be under arrest. He fucking said it.
He said you were detained. He
No.
said you were detained.
Be arrested.
So now what
Yeah,
happens?
so
now what happens?
he just admitted that
now
he was
what
going
happens
to arrest
is when
me.
he gives you a lawful order to stop, and you do
It
not
wasn't
stop.
a lawful order, though.
And you do not stop.
It legally was not a lawful
and
order.
You do not stop. Then that becomes a criminal offense, and then yes, you can be put under
But
arrest.
it's not a lawful order. Then I take it to court, and then he'd get sued, and I get punitive damages. I'd be rich as fuck. Is that what you want?
That
You don't know the
that
law,
may
buddy.
be what happens
You don't know
if
the
you
law.
think that that's what's going to happen. That may be what's going to happen. It may not be what happens. Okay.
Okay, I
what
understand.
May happen is
All right, so what are we wasting time for?
Jury,
Am I free to go?
What
Am
may
I free to
happen
go?
is you may get
Am I
a
free to
normal
go?
jury. No, because at this point
For what reason?
you were detained. Okay, because he told you to stop
Okay.
and you didn't stop.
Okay.
So therefore, you need to identify yourself as a part of the investigation. So what is your name?
Okay, I'm gonna need all of your badge numbers.
I will give you everything written down on a card.
What's your rank?
I'll give it all to you
What's
on a
your
card.
rank?
Patrolman. I'm
What's
a
your rank?
patrolman. That's my rank. Patrolman.
Oh, patrolman.
Okay.
And you?
Corporal.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, what is your
I
name?
could give you.
If you have an ID, that's perfect.
Am I okay? I'll take it to court
If you have
because
an
this
ID,
is
that's
still a detainment.
Are you a juvenile?
This is an illegal detainment,
Are
so
you
I
a
can
juvenile?
still. I'm not going to answer that.
You have to answer.
Why?
Because you're being detained.
I said I'll give you my ID, buddy.
Are you a juvenile?
You saw me.
No. Okay, so. Because it has to be handled a little bit differently. That's all. If you're a juvenile, I have to call your parents and I have to advise them that I'm out with you and that I'm speaking
Go ahead,
with you.
Piggy.
That's all it is. Okay?
He's such a fucking pig, bro.
So what does that make you?
Not a pig. Dude, this
make
is
you for
illegal.
saying?
This is illegal, buddy.
What is the point?
This is illegal.
There's nothing illegal about it.
Yes, it is.
It is
You want to bet
not.
money on it?
We're going to find out.
We'll see in court, bud.
Listen, we're going to find out. Okay.
We'll
When
see
you
in
cause
court.
a public disturbance and a public alarm and you become a nuisance to the public, okay,
You'll legally have to prove that I was a nuisance
When
to
you're
the public.
standing-
How will you do that? How will you do that? I just want to hear
camera
your-
systems. Okay, so when he goes by in the car, okay, and he sees you doing what you're doing,
And what was
that's
I
all
doing?
Gonna be there.
And what part of that caused a disturbance? That's what I'm trying to legally understand. I don't understand. Is that a body camera?
That's what it is.
Perfect. Tuckerton doesn't have.
If an officer violates clearly established constitutional law, they lose qualified immunity and can be sued under 42 U.S.C. But in 1983, multiple circuits have ruled that retaliatory arrest for public filming destroys that shield. Supervisors should know this case law.
You know that? Tuckerton's been on back order for months. Because I have a lawsuit against them, that's why. And I wish they'd have fucking body cams. I would love if they had body cams. And it takes out the bad cop. That's what it's for. It's not for the good cop. It's for the bad cop. Well, to protect the good cops as well.
It's for all of us.
To take out the bad cops.
It's for all of us.
Right.
It's for all of us. It's for everybody that's involved in the situation. Okay?
Appreciate it.
There you go. Okay. Now, listen, if you have any problems or anything, and you want to come down, you want to talk to somebody, our supervisors are always there as well. Okay?
Well, I'm going to
And
take
you
a
can do
lawsuit.
that.
So who would I press criminal charges against? For what?
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to
police
call.
officers.
You're gonna have to call and figure that out with a lawyer.
I don't need to answer that. I'm asking you, where would I go to press charges against a police officer?
You would have to come down and file a complaint with
It's
the courts.
at this police station?
You would have to file a complaint with the courts.
Got it.
Okay, and then you can go from there if you want to see if you can press charges and whatnot if you
Perfect.
violated your rights.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, am I free to go?
Don't give us fingers.
Shut the fuck up.
Stay out of the roadway. Stop causing a public alarm.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Am I
Stop
free to go?
cursing.
Am I
You're free to go.
Stop cursing. Go fuck.
You're free to go.
Now let's check out the last auditor of this video. Help support the channel by leaving a like.
Yes.
Do you have a driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
What are you stopping me for?
Go ahead and provide that information. I'll be more than happy to let you know.
Well, you have to have a crime or infraction for me to identify myself, sir.
Who am I speaking with?
The driver of this car. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Schneider.
Officer Schneider. What is the nature of the stop?
I don't want to know why you're driving by me with the window down. I'm not sure what you're doing.
Is that a crime, sir? Is that illegal? Is it a crime? Is that a lawful stop because I drove with my window down?
I gave you the reason for the stop. Who am I speaking with?
The driver of this car.
Provide your identification.
For what? I didn't commit a crime. Driving with the window down is not unlawful. If that's all you got, you better get a supervisor out here.
Who am I speaking with?
You don't need to know that. I haven't broken a law. That's none of your business.
It is some of my business.
It's not your business. It's irrelevant to you.
No, it's not.
Why is it not irrelevant?
This is the third time that I've seen you driving by. When you drive by with your window down and your hand hanging out, saying...
Is that against the law?
Okay. It raises reasonable suspicion for me to stop you.
Suspicion is not a crime. You've stopped me.
Okay. So who am I speaking with? So I can...
You don't need to know that.
I do need to know that.
For what?
To know if you have a reason to be in this area now at this point in time.
Is it illegal to be in this area?
Okay. We've had crimes going on in this area. And
Wonderful.
You're a suspicious person in this area.
Okay.
I want to know who I'm speaking with.
Okay. You don't need to know.
Are you the owner of this vehicle?
Unless I've broken a law, I don't have to identify. Now, am I free to leave?
No, you're not at this point, okay?
What crime are you stopping me for?
I advise you why you're stopped.
Suspicious is not a crime. When I've done something wrong, then you may stop and detain me.
Are you the owner of this vehicle?
I'm not answering any questions. You let me know when I'm free to go, and if I'm not, you get a supervisor out here who can explain to you that unless I've broken a law, you cannot detain me. And I do...
Here's how to follow up. File a state FOIA or public records request for body cam, dispatch logs, and complaint history. Transparency keeps agencies accountable. Links below if you want to learn the process or submit your own request.
Not have to identify.
Where are you headed to tonight?
That's none of your business. I already told you I'm not answering questions.
Where are you coming from?
Are you stupid? Obviously you are.
Why do you think that I'm stupid?
You let me know when I'm free to go.
Okay. Good. Where are you headed to tonight?
Do you always violate people's rights?
Not violating any rights at this time.
Absolutely you are.
What rights am I violating?
You're unlawfully detaining me. You're violating my Fourth Amendment right to travel freely.
No. So I'm not violating any rights.
I haven't committed a crime.
Okay.
Driving is not illegal. Driving with the window down is not illegal. Driving in this area is not illegal. So until you have a reason, kick rocks. Now, am I going to get that supervisor?
No, I don't find a reason to wake my supervisor up this time.
Well, you don't, but I do.
Okay, then you can contact me.
Clearly, you have an issue with me driving.
That's my job to...
Your job to stop people unlawfully?
I'm not unlawfully stopping anybody.
You're preventing me from going to my destination.
Where is that? I'd be more than happy to let you continue on your destination.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Where's your destination?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, you said goodbye. Am I being detained?
Everyone said you were being detained.
Not being detained. All right, for the record, this officer is not detaining me. All right, goodbye. Fuck you.
Thanks for watching. But if you enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you'll love one of these other videos. Help support the channel by leaving a like. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any new audits.